Another lesson about vocabulary, and in this English lesson, I'm going to show you 3 advanced expressions that mean start. This could be the start of something new. I know I'm gonna stop, it's cheesy, but I like singing. And if you don't know me very well, by the way, hey, how's it hanging? I'm Teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Consider subscribing to my channel because there's always a new English lesson around here that I know will help you on your journey to fluency. So let's get started. I'll stop, I promise. Now, guys, there are many expressions in English, okay? And one thing that I absolutely emphasize here on my channel is that quality always beats quantity. If you go after the number, you're just gonna feel frustrated. You will end up forgetting more than you can imagine, because if you really become obsessed with the number, you're not worried about the most important thing, which is communication. Fluency is communication, not perfection. Of course that you have to study expressions and idioms and phrasal verbs and keep building your vocabulary. But this is a work in progress, because once you start studying English, there's no turning back. You gotta keep going. But that being said, the first one, to have a clean slate. Now, I use the verb have, but you can use start. Okay, you can use start. You can use I want a clean slate. Okay, it depends on the context. But I put to have, but you can desire, you can wish for a clean slate, a new beginning, a new start. Start fresh. Whenever you listen to someone using this expression, I want a clean slate, I want to start fresh. I want to start again without, especially this one, without considering my past mistakes, my failures, everything that happened in the past that was wrong. Leave it there. Let's start clean. Let's have a clean slate. I want a clean slate in my life. Is that your situation right now? It is a new year. I don't know when you're watching this though, but it is 2025, you know, the beginning of a new year, January. So many people feel that way. Oh, I want to start clean. I want to start fresh. I want a new slate, a clean slate, excuse me. So that's the idea, okay? Especially when you want to leave your problems behind, failures, mistakes, and you want to have that feeling you're starting fresh. Some examples on the screen. Take a look. I left everything behind and moved to Spain to have a clean slate. Ah, hola, ta-da. It would be nice. Madrid is a really nice city. You know, I miss Madrid. I had so much fun in Madrid. I spent New Year's in Madrid. I got drunk. I ate a lot of grapes. I danced on the street. Ah, it was fun. I miss fun. But that is just an example. I don't think I would be fit for living in Madrid. So I don't want to make the same mistakes again. So you see the idea. I left everything behind. My old life, maybe my old job, and I want a clean slate in Madrid. So hasta la vista, here I go, okay? Another example, I've been given a chance to start with a clean slate. So you see here I am using start, which is possible. So I've been given a chance to start with a clean slate. Think of clean slate as a clean piece of paper, sheet of paper. You're going to start again and write your story again, okay? So maybe this person was doing something wrong, you know, doing crimes, and society gave this person a chance to start with a clean slate. Okay, another example, after the accident, I felt like I needed a clean slate. So you see, I needed a clean slate. I needed a fresh start. I needed to start again. So you see, I need it. Not I want, not I have, not start. So it's possible, okay? After the accident, I felt like I needed a clean slate. That's why I quit my job and took some time off. I really have tremendous respect for people who can take time off. I can't. I'm not that person. I can't afford the luxury. Moving on. Guys, before I move on, one thing that I strongly recommend with these lessons, I have many videos here on my channel about vocabulary. And maybe you don't know this, maybe you do, but I feel like I have to repeat that. I have an academy, an online program. And why am I telling you that? Registration is not open, so you can't join right now. But what I do with my students is a little bit of what I try to do here, okay? Every time I post these lessons, what should be your next step? Use those words. Create examples by writing, by speaking, because if you want to improve your repertoire, your vocabulary, you gotta practice after you watch these videos, because I imagine I'm not the only teacher you watch. You may watch different teachers teaching phrasal verbs, expressions, and idioms. So practice makes better. And the more you practice, the better you become. But anyway, let's keep going. Start from scratch. So here I am using start. So it is a very common expression, and I don't see from scratch. You can, oh, I did this from scratch. Yes, but it's very common to use these guys together, start from scratch. So to start from scratch means from the very beginning, but there's a catch, especially without using or relying on previous work, previous assistance. So you do everything by yourself from the very beginning without getting any help or previous help or assistance. So look at the example. We left everything behind and started from scratch in Pennsylvania. We're happy now. So we didn't use any help from our previous lifestyle. We started over. We started from scratch, from the very beginning. It is hard. I have tremendous respect and admiration for people who leave everything behind and start from scratch abroad in another country. So props to you, okay? I am hitting the like button now for you because it is so challenging. It takes so much maturity and energy to leave everything behind and start from scratch. So congratulations. Another example, I don't know how much the other professor taught you about this chapter, so I'm just going to start from scratch. So here is a professor. He's in classroom, he's teaching, and there was another teacher. The previous teacher may have started the chapter, but this new professor doesn't know. So what is his decision? To start the chapter from scratch, to start the lesson from scratch, because he doesn't know how much the other professor had already taught. So he decided, you know what? I'm going to start from scratch. Let's do this all over again. There you go. And before I move on to expression number 3, I appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. More than that, maybe share this video with a friend. Maybe someone who, is studying English this week may benefit from this kind of lesson. It may be a great complement to their plan, to their study routine. And speaking of plan, if you're interested, I have a study plan that I call the 21-day cycle to help you understand how to combine the English skills as someone who studies alone, so that you can unlock your English fluency. Link in the description, but here we go. Turn over a new leaf. I like this one, okay? It is kind of similar to the first one, a clean slate, okay? They have some similarities, because when you turn over a new leaf, it means you are going to start, because it's a new start, okay? It's the start of something new. It's the start, a new beginning. You're going to start to behave or do things in a better or more responsible way, okay? That's very important. So you wanna make a fresh start. You wanna turn over a new leaf, okay? So look at the examples. Alex gave up the family business and decided to turn over a new leaf. He was tired of the family business. Maybe he was not happy with his family business. So what was his decision? To turn over a new leaf, to start fresh, to start with a clean slate, okay? To start from scratch. I love these expressions from today because I feel they are all so positive, We need new beginnings. Maybe that's what you need right now, a new, fresh start, okay? Today, another example. Tomorrow, I'm going to turn over a new leaf, and I promise you I'll be more focused and dedicated. I hear this a lot from students. English students who study English, They're always turning over a new leaf. Teacher, I promise you, right now, I'm turning over a new leaf. I am starting fresh. I'm starting with a clean slate. And I will be more dedicated. I will be more focused. Is that you? Let me know in the comments. Another example. I know you miss Peter, but it's time to turn over a new leaf. So maybe this girl broke up with Peter or Peter broke up with her, and now she's feeling sad. She doesn't want to continue with her life. Not continue in the sense of she doesn't want to stop thinking about Peter. So I can look at her and say, look, I know you miss Peter, you like him very much, you're still in love with him, but girl, it's time to turn over a new leaf. It's time to start fresh. It's time to have a new beginning because life is short. So speaking of that, life is short. Post your example in the comments. But other than that, I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.